Welcome everyone joining in. We'll give everybody a minute here to get settled and audio connected, and we'll get going. All right. Well, welcome to Sunday Town Hall, everyone. So great to see everybody. Always enjoy seeing the panels light up with animation here. It's incredible still. I was talking with Menla and Dory beforehand, but I know some folks are having snow in places they don't usually get snow. So a snowy day for many folks. We still have snow on the ground out here that has not melted for over a week now, despite not getting any more. So it's not been particularly warm here. But we are cozy, I guess, here in front of Zoom, the glow of the screen to keep us warm. So welcome, everyone. Go ahead and ring a bell and get us rolling here. Glad you're here. May all beings possess happiness and the inner causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the inner causes of suffering. May all beings remain undivided from the sacred joy which is free from suffering. May all beings come to rest in great peace and equanimity beyond attachment and aversion to friends, enemies, or strangers. Bless and empower us that our minds and hearts turn toward the Dharma. Bless and empower us that our Dharma practice becomes the path. Bless and empower us that the path truly dispels confusion. Bless and empower us that confusion itself dawns as primordial awareness. As we settle in and arrive here, maybe take a moment to remind ourselves of our intention for this session, maybe our intentions more generally. Just as a reminder, a check-in. And maybe take a moment to cultivate gratitude, bring something to mind that makes us grateful, feel into that, maybe many things. Every time I hop onto town hall, I'm thankful that this town hall got going, that we've kept it going, thanks to all of you supporting it, showing up, supporting the Dzogchen Foundation, Menla, of course, keeping us going. Different leaders. I see Suzanne here. She had a great town hall last Sunday. got the time and ability to join. A good song of friend Timo often says it's not a small thing to show up. So just making ourselves comfortable, whatever position works for us. Natural body, meaning we don't need to sit or position ourselves any particular way, just natural and at ease. It's a position that allows us to rest, to settle. Taking time to tune into the body a little bit, just bringing our attention to any sensations going on within the body. So natural body, natural breath, not breathing any particular way. But again, we might want to bring attention to our breath, follow the breath all the way in and all the way out. On each out breath, just relaxing, releasing a little bit more. Breath after breath, just releasing a little more, relaxing a little more. And natural heart and mind. So just noticing what's going on in the realm of thoughts and feelings. Not trying to have any particular thought or feeling, just noticing what's there. Just noticing as a thought arises. You don't need to attach to it, analyze it, try to block it out. Just let it come, let it go in its own way, in its own time. Just allowing everything to be exactly the way it is right now, at ease, relaxed, natural, but awake, aware, attentive, vividly present, clear, fully here, experiencing directly, fully whatever arises. So whatever arises, just recognize, allow it to release in its own time. We don't need to do anything to transform or augment or control our experience. We can just let things be, let ourselves be. Just see things as they are. Just rest in the recognition of things just as they are. These for now, nothing to do, figure out, or achieve. Instead, just being. Taking it one moment at a time, one breath at a time, a dynamic presence. At any point you feel distracted, just start fresh, no big deal. I'll sometimes cycle all the way back to reminding myself of my intentions, why I'm here, why I like to set this time aside, why I like to practice in a group, have everybody here together, benefits of that. And just settle into naturalness, can tune into the body or the breath, help us settle. And just simply allowing, but very much awake, aware, attentive. If you'd like, join me in a stretch break, drink break. Be a pet the dog or cat break. I've seen a lot of furry friends joining screens here, which is always fun. And when you're ready, just pick it up, start fresh. The Dzogchen texts, you see pretty often phrases like, at first, look many times for short duration and then gradually longer and longer, but there's a pretty clear theme to break up the practice, especially as needed, as often as possible, just to keep it fresh, to keep us from getting stuck. As I like to say, it's hard work doing nothing, so we can't, don't want to exhaust ourselves. We need a break every once in a while. So natural body, natural breath, natural heart, mind. Awake and aware. I'm going to borrow from a Lama Roger practice to kind of make an invitation to intensify awareness or presence. And that can be done many ways, but one possibility is to pick an object to really tune into, to become really aware of. Could be visual, could be some other sense that you're using. Pick an object in your space, kind of like visual for this personally, but whatever floats your boat, go for it. And just really tune in, really look, really sense in. Noticing it, maybe in a way you haven't before, more deeply. Just noticing maybe the qualities of that enhanced awareness, that presence. And then when you're ready, you can drop the object of attention, but just keep that quality, that presence, that awareness. And just continuing to allow whatever arises, arises. No need to create any particular experience or have any thought or prevent any type of thought. Maybe seeing if we can't really tune in to what does arise, seeing it as it arises, watching it unfold, watching it dissolve. being vividly present with whatever is going on in our experience. Just continuing to recognize, allowing everything to arise and release. If you'd like, join me in another break, stretch, grab a drink. It's nice to be here with you all. Just tuning into what's going on right now, checking in to what's going on in your experience, keeping it new, fresh, dynamic. Usually reach a point in my sessions where I wonder what next. And one thing about the text, they usually say, tune into what's going on now, cultivate this awakened awareness, this pure presence, and that's that. Sometimes maybe maintain it, how to maintain it, sustain it, that comes next, but always waiting for the next step. But the next step is just keep going. As many times as needed, just returning to natural body, natural breath, natural heart and mind, just tuning into the body, to the breath, to the realm of thoughts and feelings, just noticing, allowing. I was reading advice from Kala Rinpoche recently, and I won't attempt to quote it, but it had a paragraph on sort of what to do about thoughts. It's sort of like, don't hope for good thoughts. Don't worry about bad thoughts. Don't hold on to thoughts. Don't chase. It's a lot of what not to do. Let them come, let them go is another way maybe of approaching that. It's almost like you could read their mind in advance of like, well, if I can't do this, I'll just do this. And he's like, no, don't do that either. Just let it be. Leave it alone. And of course, that extends to not just thoughts, but whatever arises, just allowing whatever arises in your experience to come up and letting it go. Continuing to cultivate awareness, awakened awareness, pure presence, tuning into the essence. It's a song, poem, text kind of thing that I really like, and it talks about the essence. And it says, there's no way to describe it. It goes through a lot of the things that it's not quite and things that aren't quite the right analogies for it. But it concludes by saying, but in truth, it is just this present knowingness. Tuning into maybe an awareness that's boundless, spacious, lucid, clear, precise. And there's a knowing quality, an immediate recognition, a direct recognition, direct knowing. It's cultivating that, resting in that, returning to that. It's always available, just sometimes obscured. Just returning, starting fresh as often as needed. Sustaining, getting some continuity of that experience, testing it out. Just trusting this moment in ourselves, just to be just how we are. Just recognize whatever arises. If you'd like, join me in another stretch. Anything arises that feels like maybe a recurring distraction, just try maybe bringing awareness to it. Otherwise, kind of leave it alone, let it be. And just continue to maintain this dynamic presence moment by moment. Continue to really tune into whatever arises. Seeing it clearly, experiencing it fully and directly. I need to filter it through the analytical mind or try to understand it or categorize it, judge it. Just this simple allowing, letting go, letting things come and go. And as we start to near the end of the session, you may want to take some time and maybe remind ourselves of our intentions as we hop off the cushion, so to speak, before we jump into the day, and maybe recall any lessons or insights from this practice or just our intentions in general. I like to remind myself there's really nothing in these instructions that don't work off the cushion and outside of a formal practice in terms of tuning into whatever arises. May well also decide to act and react, but can also, without any issue, really tune into what arises and try to see things clearly. And we can dedicate our practice to the benefit of all. Gewa di no du dak, zogpa chenpo drub journey, drowa chi kyang malupa, dei salago par shok. Through this virtue, may we swiftly realize and fully embody the natural great perfection, and thereby bring all, without exception, to its complete realization. Jangchub Sinchok Rinpoche Make Panam Ge Gyochik Ke Pa Nem Pa Me Pa Yang Gone Gondu Pelwar Sho. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn on each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May all beings everywhere, with whom we are inseparably interconnected, and who want and need the same as we do, may they be awakened, liberated, healed, fulfilled, safe, and free. May there be peace and harmony in this world, and an end to war and violence, poverty and hunger, inequality and oppression, greed and cruelty, pandemics, famine, droughts, earthquakes, all kinds of natural disasters. May all be free from fear, harm, danger, anxiety, and insecurity. May we better prepare ourselves for the natural calamities that beset us all, and may we all together complete the spiritual journey, one beloved community, one circle, one family, all the way home. I bow to all of you Buddhas. Thank you so much for your practice and for being here. Feel free to pop any questions, comments in the chat. I'll pop in the dzogchen.org link here. Encourage you to check that out, donate, support the center and Lama's mission. Appreciate all the kind comments. Somebody commenting on the baseballs behind me, which folks comment on. I have some favorites back there that have a story that I will not regale you with today, but don't tempt me. You'll hear a lot more about them than you want. All right, great. Well, appreciate all the kind words. Appreciate you all being here. And we will see you same time, same place next week. Take care, everyone.